Hello everyone. Through this video, I will give an introduction about the tool, an interesting tool which you have to use in order to carry out all the 7 experiments present in part B of Communication Networks Lab. And particularly this tool is called as a network simulator called Qualnet. And this is the window that you will see once you launch Qualnet simulator. Okay, as you can see here, this is the devices, or we call this part as a toolset part. And if you want to see the current directory in which you are working on, you have to click on the file system tab. And just I will explain the things that you have to follow in order to carry out all the 7 experiments in part B through this video. So don't worry about this file system or visualization controls or runtime analysis for the time being. So focus on the toolset. Okay, toolset has many sections, like you can use devices, and if you have if you want to get an idea about this node, just place the mouse pointer through that you can understand what particular device is. This is switch, this is, see, just point to a particular device, you will get, oh, this is an ATM switch. And if you need a wireless network, there is an icon called cloud. Okay, most of the experiment we will use either hub or switch. This is the hub, wireless network. And if you need a node or a computer or a mobile device, just you have to click on this device, and we will use a point-to-point link here. And we will use majority of the application, we will use either CBR, which stands for constant bitrate traffic applications, and FTP. And don't worry about these dynamic applications, we will not use here. And this part is called as an menu options. Okay, this is the selection tool. Don't worry, I will explain you what is the purpose of this selection tool. And hand tool, zooming, and here you can able to view 3D view, or you can get 2D view. And this is an interesting area where we will place our topology of the network here. Okay, and this is a brief details here. And remember, now I will explain you the general approach that you have to follow to carry out all the 7 experiments in part B. The first step is we need to create the scenario. For example, if the problem statement says that if you want to create a local area network, a simple local area network, then the first step says, the approach says, first you create the topology, and the second step says you execute the created topology. But remember, before executing it, you have to after creating the topology, you need to initialize the properties of the topology very properly, then execute it and see the result. I will show you with a simplest first experiment which is there in the lab manual, and I will demonstrate all the 3 steps here. So please follow the steps. As I said, this is the editor where we will place a topology, and if you want to increase the size, I mean, if you want to zoom it or if you want to zoom out, you can use these icons here. So the first experiment says you need to create a simple local area network which uses a star topology, either by using hub or a switch. So first I will try to create a topology which uses a star topology, a simple local area network. For that, see, just observe, make sure that you have selected the arrow tool or selection tool, click on the device that which you need. Okay, now I have clicked on see, an image of the device will follow your mouse pointer. Okay, just place randomly where you want to place. See here, 2, 3, and observe the numbers. So this numbers goes on increases, and here remember, these numbers will be unique for a node, and these numbers will act like an node identifier, or it will act like an IP address. Okay, since I need a star topology, I have taken, or I have placed these nodes in a star fashion. And the experiment says either you can connect these five nodes by using a hub or by using a switch. Don't go for an ATM switch. ATM switch is different from a normal switch. So first I will go with the simplest one called hub. Select the hub tool and see, observe, hub image will follow the mouse pointer, and click the mouse pointer to drop on the editor. Now we have placed all the nodes, and we left with linking. See, for linking the devices, you need to click on called link. Okay, see, and if you want to connect from this node to this node, click the mouse pointer and hold the mouse pointer, and now at the destination node you release the mouse pointer, so a link will be get created. And again, press the mouse pointer, take it from there and drop it at the destination. Okay, this is how we can able to connect the link. And if you want to delete any particular link or device, it is very easy. Just select, okay, just click on this and just select the link that you want to delete. So it will be highlighted in the red color. Then press delete key in the keyboard. Again, I don't want this link, select it and delete it. This is how you can able to delete. If you want to delete at a whole, again click on this and select like this. This is very easy. And if I click on delete key, every nodes in the editor will be removed. So this is how you can able to remove the unwanted nodes or links. Okay, then now I will go ahead with the continuation of the experiment. Now I will connect all the devices like this, like this. Okay, now I have created a simple local area network where all the 5 nodes has been connected using an hub here. Okay, then after this you need to run any application. So usually most of the time we will run a constant bitrate traffic application, as the name itself says, which will send the packets at a constant rate from one end to another end. See now here, if you want to run that application, again click on the device from where you need to start sending the packets, and hold the mouse button there itself and release where you want to send the packets to. See now this link is not a link. Remember, this is an application which I'm running from node 5 to node 4, where in this case node 5 will act like a sender, node 4 will act like a receiver, and the application that I'm running between node 5 and 4 is constant bitrate traffic. Now almost I have done. So this creation is over. As I said, before executing it, you need to simulate, or you need to change configure the scenario properties. The first property that you need to configure is here. Click on scenario properties and don't worry about all these values. The simulation time by default it will be set to 30 seconds. So increase up to 6,000 seconds or 7,000 seconds or 60,000 seconds, or you can change it to minutes or hours or days or nanoseconds, but keep it mind that let it be in seconds only, 6,000. But it is, remember, it is not a rule. You can change it to 5,000 or 8,000 seconds or minutes. It depends on the requirement. So now here I am changing the simulation time to 6,000 seconds. Click apply, then okay. This is the first property that you have to do. Then the second property that you have to do is for the application. If you want to set the properties, there are many ways here to set the properties. And interesting, before properties, if you want to look at interesting, if you click on this table view, it will show how many nodes or computers that are present in your topology. 5 nodes, which where, as I said, every node will be identified by a node identifier, and they are selling that host 1, host 2, host 3, and they are default device. Okay, then if you want to see any group information, no group has been created. So see, interesting, these are the IP addresses. These are the IP addresses for the corresponding node IDs. Okay, the protocol version that it is using, internet protocol, and the default routing protocol that they are using. Okay, then only one network which is present here, which runs from node 1 to node 5, and this gives an information about the application that you are running in this topology. See, as I said, we are running an application of type constant bitrate traffic, and the source ID is 5 and destination ID is 4. Means this is the sender, this is the receiver. Okay, and the start time is 1 second and the end time is 25 seconds. Okay, I mean, this is not concerned with the simulation time. This is concerned with only sending the packets from sender to the receiver. I mean, particularly with this is corresponds to the application. Okay, don't worry, I will show you in few seconds how to configure this. Okay, then click on the table view again, so that you will go back to the same image. Right click on this application, then click on properties option. Okay, in here few of the important configuration that you have to do is item to send. By default it will be set to 100 bytes, so don't want 100, set it to 0. Remember, 0 means if you want to send packets and for an infinite number of packets or bytes, then you have to set this to value 0. For almost all the experiment, this value will be 0. Okay, and don't worry about the size of the packet. Okay, interesting. As I said, by default, it starts sending a packet from node 5 to node 4 at 1 second, and it will end at 25 seconds. So change this to something about 5,000 seconds, because our remember, this should be less than or equal to the simulation time. And remember, we have set the simulation time to 6,000 seconds. Hence, I'm setting this to 5,000, or it can be 5,999 also, no problem. And don't worry about other things. Click apply, and okay. Now almost we have done we have created, we have configured. Now we need to execute this. If you want to execute this, can you see a flip icon or run simulation option? It has to be clicked, and obviously it will ask for saving. So save this. And remember, there is no rule to save anywhere, but always a good practice to save all your scenarios under a directory called user. Okay, and just I will click this as an experiment, or you can give a name, always give a meaningful name. It's always a good practice to give a meaningful name, like I will giving like experiment 1, then save this. Okay, save this. After saving this, now you can click on this run, or okay, it is taking, yeah, it was taking a time. Give access, give access. And can you see there is an control here where you can control the speed of the animation, let it be slow, and there is a play button like this. If you click on this, then it will start simulating the network. Did you observe that? Okay, if you want to if you want to see this clearly, then increase the simulation time, or again go back here, go back. It is taking time because there is a delay in connecting, I mean, from this machine to the server machine. Okay, then click again slow, then click on this. So this is how we can able to simulate it. I will, when you come back to the college, I will show you how we can able to see the simulation part. Okay, then can you see a graph like image here, either here or here? So this is the window. Now we have executed. We have completed two steps: creation. I can say creation also include configuration. Creation, configuration, then execution. We have completed execution. The last part is analysis part. Click on that analysis part, where you will find client and server. Okay, here CVR client means, we have you remembered, if you want to go back to your architecture, I mean topology, click on architecture, and remember, see here, node 5 is a sender, node 4 is a receiver. Go back to the analysis, and node 5, see if you click on client, so these are the statistics that has been generated by the tool. And if you are interested in how many number of packets, total unicast fragments sent from the sender, so just click on this, or if you need, if you are interested in this, click on this, click on this, click on this. So it shows the corresponding graph on the right hand side. See, node 5 is a sender, and you can see, just if you want to see the value of this, it will show value here. It has sent approximately 4999 packets, because we set it to 5000, but it has sent 4900 because we started simulation at 1 second. So this is about the client. If you want to see how many number of segments that the receiver has, or fragments that it has, receiver has used, 4 is the receiver in our case. Yeah, it has received all the packets, means there are no packet drop has been done. So this kind of analysis you have to do in almost all the 7 experiments in the communication networks lab. And if you want to go back to the topology, as I said, click on this. And if you want to edit again, if you want to do any changes, then you have to click on this icon. Okay, now it will be in editor mode like this. If you want to delete this, then you can delete this. And if you want to run an application from, sorry, you should not select this. This star indicates dynamic application. We will not deal with dynamic application. Select and delete. Okay, go with the CBR, and I can run an application like here. And again, I can set the properties. Remember, item should be set to 0. The meaning is, if you set it to 0, then the meaning is you can send infinite number of packets, and change this simulation time something to 5500 or 5000 as you wish. Then once you done this, click on run simulation. Obviously it will ask for saving because we have done the changes. Save that, and as usual, see, it will take time because as I said, we are running in the network, in our department network. If it is an if the server, or if you are running this in a single desktop machine, it will be quicker. Okay, then again, as usual, click on play. So see, you can see, observe how they are exchanging the information, and after that go to the analysis part. So the old files will be get updated. Okay, then again, as usual, you can go with the client statistics like this, or server statistics like this, and don't worry about this error log window. Just it will say all the files are has been passed or updated. Don't worry about this part. Okay, this is the if you this is what you have to do in the first experiment, and I hope you have understood the general steps that you have to follow in order to do any experiment in. By using qualnet. As remember, just a recall, you have to first what you have to do means you need to create the topology. Second, what you have to do, you need to configure the topology, like you need to change the scenario properties, and you need to change the application properties. And after doing this, you have to go with running the simulation. Once you run the simulation, then after that you need to go to the analysis part, and there you need to take a note of how many number of fragments it has, the sender has sent, the receiver has received, like this, etc. In the next video directly I will go to the experiment number 2, or again I have to show how you can able to implement local area network using star. Okay, I will explain you how to do this, how to execute this in the coming video. Thank you.